Hey, and welcome to this deep dive. We're going straight into something that touches every single one of us, time.
Hmm.
Think about it. We all get the same 24 hours, yet the difference in what we accomplish can be, well, massive.
It really can. What's going on there?
Exactly.
That's the big question, isn't it? And today, we're kind of cracking open the book Master Your Time by Thibaut Meurisse to find some real answers. Our goal isn't just to, skim the surface, but to pull out the truly useful insights that can shift how you experience your day.
Yes, because Maurice kicks off with this statement, and it really reframed things for me. Your time is your life.
Powerful.
It's not just about getting more done. It's about understanding that how you use your time is how you live your life. Pretty profound, right?
Absolutely. And what's great about this book is that it moves beyond just like simple tricks or hacks.
Right.
It's about building a fundamental understanding and a personal system.
Yeah.
It's about taking control, minimizing those endless distractions,
Right.
and really focusing on what moves you forward.
Okay, so where does Mira suggest we even begin? Because when we think about time management, we often jump straight to, planning and scheduling.
Yeah, the tools.
But he argues for something else first, right?
He does. He really emphasizes that clarity. Clarity is the essential first step.
Clarity, okay.
Think of it like this. If you don't know where you're going, well, any road will take you there, right?
Sure.
So before you even think about optimizing your schedule, Maurice pushes you to get really clear on your goals.
Okay, like what specifically?
Like, what do you actually want to achieve this year? What does success look like in your world? And maybe just as importantly, what are you currently doing that's not serving those goals?
Ah,
What do you need to maybe stop doing?
those are the kinds of questions that can feel a bit heavy, maybe? A bit confronting?
They can be. But I see his point. If you're just trying to manage time without a clear direction,
Yeah,
you might just become a more efficient hamster on a wheel, you know?
right, just spinning faster.
Yeah.
So it's about making your time management intentional for your specific aim.
Precisely. And once you have that clearer picture, that sense of what matters most to you,
Then what?
then Meares introduces an idea that might feel a bit counterintuitive at first. He says managing your energy is actually more important than just managing your time.
Okay, that clicked with me immediately. We've all had those days, right? Where you have plenty of time on paper, but your brain just feels foggy.
Totally. Or just drained. And what's fascinating here is the concept of aligning your most important tasks with your peak energy periods.
Peak energy.
Yeah, what Meares calls your power zone.
Power zone, I like that.
Think about when you naturally feel the most focused and alert during the day. Is it morning? Afternoon?
For me, it's definitely morning.
Okay, so that's prime time for you. The idea is to protect it fiercely.
Right.
Use it for your high-value work, the stuff that requires real brain power. He even mentions how some studies show cognitive performance can fluctuate, like, significantly throughout the day.
That makes so much sense. Trying to wrestle with a complex problem when you're feeling totally wiped out
Yeah, it's usually frustrating.
is often just a recipe for frustration and honestly wasted time.
Exactly. So the flip side is using those lower energy periods for more routine stuff,
Yeah.
administrative tasks, email.
Or even just resting properly.
Yes. Factoring in proper rest, which we often treat as a luxury rather than a necessity for, sustained effectiveness.
It's about tuning into your body's natural rhythms then.
Exactly. And this awareness of your energy cycles directly challenges this pervasive idea of busyness being good.
Oh yeah, the badge of honor. I'm so busy.
Right. We all know that feeling, working all day long and yet feeling like we haven't actually moved the needle on what's truly important.
That's the busyness trap he talks about.
But that's the one. He warns against it.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. It's like being in constant motion but never actually arriving anywhere meaningful. So how do we break free from that, from just being busy?
Well, Meurisse offers a surprisingly simple but really powerful question to cut through all that noise.
Okay, what is it?
He suggests asking yourself each day, what's the one thing I can do today that will move me forward faster than anything else?
Just one thing.
Just one. Identifying your most important task, your MIT, and then tackling that first. That can be a total game changer.
Wow.
It's about prioritizing actual impact over just, checking things off a long list.
Let that sink in for a moment. Just
Mhm.
one thing. It really forces you to focus, doesn't it?
It really does.
To cut through all the shoulds and coulds and identify what truly moves the needle for you.
Absolutely. And building on this idea of focusing on what matters, Meurisse strongly advocates for Well, for ruthlessly simplifying things.
Simplifying. In today's world, that seems tough.
It does. In today's complex world, our tendency can be to overcomplicate tasks and processes, right?
Yeah, we often think more layers, more features means more effectiveness or something.
Yeah. But Meurisse kind of flips that on its head. He argues that complexity actually breeds inefficiency.
Oh, so.
It leads to decision fatigue, just too many choices, and ultimately it slows us down.
Okay.
So he poses this really insightful question. What would this look like if it were simple?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
What would this look like if it were simple?
It's almost like a challenge, isn't it? To strip away everything unnecessary.
It is. It's like hitting a mental reset button.
Yeah.
When you ask that, you're forced to consider the core, the absolute essence of what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. And the benefits are really tangible. Imagine reducing the number of decisions you have to make in a day.
That sounds amazing.
That frees up so much mental energy for the more important stuff. Simplifying processes can dramatically increase your speed and effectiveness.
Right.
It's all about making things easier for yourself so you can actually get the important work done.
Okay, so we've talked about getting clear, managing our energy, focusing on impact the MIT, and simplifying. How do we weave all these ideas into our actual daily lives? Meurisse talks about creating a personal time system. Is that right?
That's right, exactly. This is where it moves from just individual tactics to building a sustainable structure for yourself.
A structure.
He outlines several key elements. First, a morning ritual.
Ah, the morning routine.
Yeah, but framed as a ritual, a deliberate way to start your day with intention. This could be anything, really. Journaling, meditation, reading, maybe some light exercise.
Whatever works for you.
Exactly. Anything that helps you feel centered and focused before you kind of dive into the chaos of the day.
That makes perfect sense. Instead of grabbing your phone the second you wake up,
Which is so tempting.
you're consciously setting the tone.
Right.
Okay, what else is in the system?
Precisely. Then there's the MIT rule we just discussed, consciously choosing that one most important task for the day.
Got it.
Following that, he recommends using time blocks.
Time blocking. Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
It's about dedicating specific, scheduled, uninterrupted periods in your day to work on those crucial tasks. Think of it like scheduling appointments with your priorities.
Okay. Time blocking is a concept I've always found appealing, but sometimes struggle to implement consistently.
It takes discipline.
Yeah. The idea of really carving out that focused time and shutting out all the distractions,
Yeah.
it's tough.
It definitely requires discipline, no doubt, but the potential for deep, focused work is just enormous when you do it.
Right.
And finally, the last piece of the system Meurisse emphasizes is the importance of a daily review.
A review at the end of the day.
Yeah, just taking a few minutes, reflect on what went well, what didn't, maybe what threw you off track, and what you can learn for tomorrow.
Ah, like a little debrief with yourself.
Exactly. It's a built-in feedback loop for continuous improvement of your own system.
So it's not about following some rigid, one-size-fits-all template,
Not at all.
but about creating a personalized system that reflects your priorities and helps you stay on track day after day, finding what works for you.
Exactly. It's about finding what resonates with you and building those habits over time. Now, for those listening and thinking, okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do I actually start applying this today?
Yes, practical steps.
Meurisse provides some really practical starting points.
Perfect. Give us those first steps. What can someone do, like, right now?
Okay, first, he suggests conducting a time audit.
A time audit. Okay.
For just one day, maybe two, track exactly how you spend your time. Every little thing. Be brutally honest with yourself.
Oof.
You might be surprised, maybe even shocked, to see where those little chunks of wasted time actually add up. Procrastination, social media, whatever it is.
I can imagine that could be quite revealing, maybe even a little uncomfortable.
It can be, but that awareness is the absolute foundation for making changes. You can't fix what you don't see.
True. Okay, what's number 2?
Second, Meurisse recommends identifying and cutting 3 things from your schedule this week.
The 3 things, like commitments.
Yeah, look at your calendar, your to-do list, any recurring tasks or meetings. Identify 3 non-essential items, things that aren't really moving you toward your goals that you can realistically eliminate or delegate.
Wow.
Just creating that little bit of space can be incredibly powerful.
That sounds instantly freeing, actually. It's so easy to get overcommitted to things that don't truly serve us or our main goals.
It really is. Okay, and finally, the third practical step.
Yes.
Try implementing just one 90-minute focus block.
A 90-minute block.
Yeah. Pick a time when you typically have good energy, maybe that power zone we talked about.
Okay.
Eliminate all distractions. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, maybe even put your phone in another room.
Go full focus mode.
Exactly. And dedicate that uninterrupted 90 minutes to working deeply on your most important task for the day. Use a timer to stay focused.
90 minutes. That feels achievable.
It is, and you might be absolutely amazed at how much progress you can make on something significant in that one dedicated, focused burst.
Okay, those are 3 really concrete and actionable steps that anyone listening can try pretty much right away. A time audit, cut 3 things, and try a 90-minute focus block.
Yep, great starting points.
So, to really distill the essence of this book, Master Your Time, is there like a key quote or a central idea that really sums it all up for you?
There is, actually. It's simple, but really packs a punch. Meurisse writes, "Time isn't something you find, it's something you create."
Say that again?
Time isn't something you find, it's something you create.
Okay. Let that sink in for a moment. Time isn't something you find, it's something you create. That completely reframes how you think about it, doesn't it?
Totally changes the perspective.
It's not some limited resource out there that you're just given or that you run out of.
Right.
It's something you actively shape through your choices, your priorities, your actions.
Precisely. You're not passively waiting for more time to magically appear. You're actively making choices about how you use the time you already have.
And when you adopt that mindset, that sense of agency.
Yeah, it has a profound impact on your productivity, sure, but also on your sense of accomplishment, your stress levels, and ultimately just your overall well-being and peace of mind.
So, thinking about our listeners,
Mm-hmm.
who would really benefit most from digging into these ideas from Master Your Time? Who is this really for?
Oh, wow. I'd say anyone who feels constantly overwhelmed or like they're always behind.
Okay, yeah.
Entrepreneurs and creatives trying to juggle multiple projects and wear lots of hats.
Definitely.
Students and professionals trying to balance demanding schedules with personal goals, maybe side hustles.
Mm-hmm.
Really, anyone who has a to-do list longer than their arm and some big aspirations for what they want to achieve. It's for anyone who wants to feel more in control of their day and ultimately their life.
It's not just about cramming more stuff into your day, is it? That's not the goal here.
No, not at all. It's about being more intentional, more deliberate with the time you have.
Focusing on what truly matters to you.
Exactly. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter and aligning your time with your genuine priorities.
Big ideas. Small time.
Mm.
Smarter you.
Mm.
That feels like the essence, right?
That sums it up nicely.
And as we wrap up this deep dive into Master Your Time, let's just hold on to that powerful takeaway. You don't just find time, you master it, you create it.
Mm-hmm.
So think about those 3 practical steps we discussed, the time audit, cutting 3 things, that 90-minute focus block.
Yeah.
How will you start creating more time, more focus, and more impact in your own life, starting maybe even today?